Vanakkam, good morning, Namaskar, Pranam, Assalamu alaikum, and Sat Shri Akal to everybody. Welcome to all my respected journalist friends. First, my apologies, I called you on for a very short notice, but this issue is such that this was required to be highlighted. This was required to be brought to your notice. I've been fighting for this issue from last 10 years. All of you are aware when Nirbhaya happened in Delhi, that changed one government. When Nirbhaya happened, there was one government, and after Nirbhaya, that case took so much limelight and so much concern among our people that it changed the government, because that government could not provide safety and security to the women. After several representations and knocking the door of our judiciary, it may be High Court, Supreme Court, the ministers, we could frame few rules, few laws, so that our public transport services can be safe. And gentlemen, if I wanted to, if all of you must be knowing me, I'm Dr. Kamaljeet Sohi. I've been working in road safety and women empowerment, crime against women for the last 15-20 years. Be part of Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. I'm president of Global Society of Health Safety Environment Professionals as well, which has offices in United States, Kuwait, Singapore, and many other places. I'm chairman of Rahul and Safe Community Foundation, which works for the women issues, road safety, drug issues. Now, this background of this particular case which I'm going to talk about takes us in such a brazen manner which the Tamil Nadu government is acting. They have crossed all boundaries of corruption, nepotism, and non-governance. I will call not poor governance, non-governance. I was given to understand this particular case, which I am going to take up with you, is being talked in the assembly as well. The leader of opposition, Mr. Stalin of DMK, he has already raised this issue. But because this issue is very close to my mind, body and soul, I want to knock the fourth pillar of democracy, the media, to tell you what this government is doing. Government of India on 28/11/2016 issued a notification amending the Central Motor Vehicle Rules 1989 by introducing Rule 125H and making it compulsory to fit vehicle location tracking devices and emergency buttons in the all public transport vehicles, may it be taxis, may it be buses, may it be private taxis, may it be stage carriers, may it be all transport vehicles. It is compulsory to fit vehicle location tracking devices and a panic button. Why it is required? First of all, let me tell you. This is required to understand, to know where the vehicle is, because this is a public service vehicle. Where the vehicle is going, what has happened to the vehicle, how the driver is driving. You can always gauge the driving ability of the driver as well, how the people are acting, and in case of any emergency, that panic button can be pressed and the help can be given through all the enforcement agencies, may it be police, may it be ambulance, may it be fire services, and all those services can be reached if any emergency is required. You must be knowing, I filed a writ petition in Tamil Nadu High Court some 2.5 years back for installing this. Then this government didn't agree. Then we have been pressurizing from Ministry of Road Transport Highways to install these vehicle location tracking devices. Finally, when they started doing it, they so far has not issued any notification in this regard. This is blatant non-compliance to the Government of India orders. Forget about Government of India orders. You have to be concerned about the safety of your own citizens, your own woman power, your own mothers, sisters, brothers, and aged people and children traveling in public transport systems. So what has happened now? I will read one by one what they have not done. Number one, they have not issued any notification with respect to the fitment of AIS 140 compliant vehicle location tracking devices in public service vehicles registered up to 31st December 2018 by Transport Department of Tamil Nadu. They have not issued any public notice. I tell you how the corruption works. This government, you have to buy even a needle. In government departments, you issue a public notice that I want to buy a needle. But for fixing vehicle tracking devices, there is no notice being published. And what is happening? Any company who is approaching them with a certification from ARAI or CCAT, they are approving it. I sent them a representation some 6-7 days back. To that, the State Transport Commissioner called me up on my mobile phone and tells me, Mr. Jawahar is his name. He calls me up and tells me, Dr. Soi, we are doing this today. He wanted to please me. Today we have done, we have given authorization to one company from Chandigarh, some black box company. I said, what the hell? Why you are giving? Are you distributing toffees to children? You are giving approvals to every Tom, Dick and Harry. Is this such a simple thing? They feel the vehicle location tracking devices is a simple thing. It is a system. You have not to put a dibba in the vehicles. You have to put a system. The vehicle tracking devices is one piece of the system, and the rest pieces are the central control room server. Then you have to integrate that to the Vahan software, and that message has to be integrated through all the agencies, which they are not doing it. Now they have not issued any public notice, but so far, till I prepared this press release, it was 8 companies. Now they have given approval to 11 companies, including one company which Mr. Jawahar was referring, which is from Chandigarh Black Box, some company is there. So they are not adopting an AIS 140 compliant backend of application for monitoring the vehicles. Now tell me, if a vehicle is fitted with a vehicle tracking devices or GPS or BTS, if there is no monitoring, what is the point? You are fixing a box and then there is no monitoring. Who will come to the rescue? So what they are doing is, it is first of all, once they are given to 11 companies, this itself shows a malafide intention. It's some underhand dealings is being done to give approval to all these companies. Why not? They are checking their capability and ability to run this system. This is a system. This is not a device. And those companies, they are giving approval who are just trading to make a lot of money. I don't know how much money they are making. I should not say that. But it appears prima facie that they are doing this for making money. They have grossly ignored the mode SO 54 dated 25/11/2018. Once the State Transport Commissioner was talking to me on phone, he was telling me, Dr. Soi, no problem, we will have the system in place in next 3 months' time. I said, why don't you wait for 3 months' time, first have the system, then only you install these devices. But the devices are being installed. I'm given to, as per the data of the vehicle population, which all these devices can be fixed, is around 4.5 to 5 lakhs. They are not approving the companies, their devices, they are approving the companies. Now, to you, we want that they should first immediately put a stop to issues of approvals to all these companies, because this is a clear-cut case of corruption and violation of all the orders of Government of India and justice, because unless you have the system in place, no safety and security can be ensured to the women, elderly, children, and even me and you also. Even me and you, if we find
find any difficulty happening in the public transport vehicles, we can immediately press the panic button so that the help can reach us. This is just criminal wastage of money, corruption, I will call it as. They should stop giving approvals. They should revoke all the approval orders issued, as this prima facie looks like a case of very, very high corruption. Number two, they should have a foolproof mechanism of implementation of Rule 125H with respect to fitment of various 140 compliant VLTD devices, and to have check and balances through various 140 certified backend system. I say you should not install these devices. If I cannot control a device, why should I spend that much money, 50,000, 20,000 rupees, if I cannot control it? I tell you, first company when I saw these devices was fitted 20 years back. If you have heard of Shell company, Shell has these devices fitted in all their fleet, even Indian Oil has now. So they are tracking those vehicles sitting in their command center, and they have huge command centers. Every vehicle is tracked. Where the vehicle is going, how much fuel it is consuming, what is the behavior of the driver, where it reached, where it stopped, where the fuel was filled, where the air was, pressure was checked. So that is ensuring the efficacy of the system. Here in this scenario, we have to ensure safety of our women, safety of the children, the girl children who are traveling in the buses, safety of the passengers, of the travelers, the tourist people who are traveling in those taxis, safety of the elderly and people like you and me also. Once we are traveling, maybe in the midnight, we have to be, we will feel safe if we have a panic button and if somebody is tracking us. Now, what is this private taxi people are doing, Uber or anything, they have those trackings. So once somebody is tracking them, and us as well. Please help me. I have come all the way from Delhi and Chandigarh to raise this issue in Tamil Nadu because I filed a PIL in the High Court in Tamil Nadu, and today also somebody has filed and there is a hearing also today. And I am sure if the government doesn't agree to this, we will approach CBI, we will approach High Court again, and we will approach the highest court in the country, Supreme Court of India, to stop this nonsense, to stop this corruption happening in the state of Tamil Nadu under the garb of helping the women folks. If any Nirbhaya happens in Tamil Nadu, you do not know what will happen. And these things are happening. Our women are quiet. We should raise this issue as much as possible so that we can have safety, security, and peace of mind in the public transport vehicles. Thank you very much. And to honor the corrupt practices of Tamil Nadu government in implementing the vehicle tracking devices in the public service vehicles for the safety of my mothers, my sisters, my children, my daughters, and all women folks, all elderly, all children. As per Government of India notification, all public service vehicle has to be fitted with a vehicle locating tracking devices and a panic button. Whereas this government, without issuing any notice, so far they have not issued any notification since 2016. Even now, what they have done, they have just issued a circular, and by issuing a circular, they are distributing trophies and approvals to any Tom, Dick and Harry company without having a control center. They have issued approvals to over 11, 12 companies. They do not have a control center. If you keep installing the boxes in the vehicles without having a control center, that means you have a vehicle, but without a petrol. So now, this vehicle, you have around 4.5 to 5 lakh commercial vehicles where this has to be placed, public service vehicles. This can be a very, very big scam in the election year, and as well as compromising the safety and security of all women, which constitute around 50% of our society. And we, in India, we treat a woman like Durga, like Mother Goddess. So we have to make sure that no one looks at them, no one teases them. That's why this has to be a place and has to have a control center with panic button so that the rescue and relief can be immediately rushed to the woman. through media, I want to warn the State Transport Commissioner as well as State Government to immediately stop those companies who are implementing this by they are causing corruption as well as just putting a dabba will not do. Have a command center, issue a expression of interest, don't indulge in corrupt practices, focus on the issue of safety of women, children and elderly. Thank you very much.
Name, sir. Your name and
My name is Dr. Kamaljeet Sohi. I'm chairman of Rahat Safe Community Foundation. I'm president of Global Society of HSC Professionals. I'm a renowned road safety expert. Maybe the only one with 32 national and international awards. With Godfrey Philip Bravery Award as well. For saving precious human lives. Thank you very much. And I assure you, I will bend the Tamil Nadu government on knees and will make this system practically in a better way to work.